our next speaker. I almost don't think you have to introduce her, but maybe you just moved to town from some other planet. Vernita Gray came out in 1965, sorry, 69. 65 was the other thing I was talking about. Vernita came out in 69 at Woodstock, I believe, with her girlfriend. She's one of my dearest friends, but not because of our relationship individually, because she's all of our friends. She's never met anyone she didn't work with or work for or help. So, legend, do you want to come up here? You can stay down there.
I think I have to stay down
Okay. Legend, an amazing person who's been at every gay pride march and done everything that can be done, so she needs no introduction, Miss Vernita Gray. Thank you, Richard. Wow, not one, but two microphones. What's up with that? What, one won't do it?
Cheap sound system.
Okay, cheap sound system. You know, it's amazing that Richard goes back and looks at how our nation has changed in terms of African Americans and African American policies. Anybody watching basketball, NCAA? Anybody here watching any of the basketball games? That's another one. When I looked at the NCAA, I thought, look at all these black kids. I can remember when I was a kid, you didn't see black kids playing basketball on the NCAA. That wasn't happening. That didn't happen until 1963, people. Right here in Chicago. Thank you, Loyola University. All right, right here in Chicago, Loyola was one of the first school to have African Americans, more than 4 on the floor playing at one time. So yes, change happens. And we look to the Supreme Court right now for some real change. It's amazing to think that there was a time in our country that a black man and a white woman couldn't get married. That's insane. Of course, our country has changed finally in what, 1967? Loving versus Virginia. The Supreme Court said that yes, we can have interracial marriage in this nation. It's incredible to think that. It's incredible particularly because now it's not just a black and white America, it's a black and Asian American, a black and Native American, black and Puerto Rican, black and Mexican. It's black and everybody. The kind of diversity that we have here in our country has changed and is so real right here since the 60s. But I want to say tonight to the Supreme Court that we GLBT people, we want and we need and we are going to have marriage. We are going to have marriage in the same way that we had these big-ass tax bills that we got to pay in April. I am not going to be paying first-class taxes in America and treated like a second-class citizen. That's number one. I've had it with that. I'm sick of that. When I came out in the 60s, yeah, Richard is right. We didn't link the words gay and marriage. We didn't put them together, but that was last century. Now in this century, we put them together. Tonight my speech is to those who did not benefit. I want to say to the Supreme Court, and I want to say to them with just a bit of sadness. No, I want to say to them with a lot of sadness what could have been for so many gay and lesbian people. Now as I look back, and as we look back at the many gay couples that I knew who would have benefited from marriage, who lay dying from AIDS as their partners watched them. The couples that I knew could have benefited from marriage. And yet they were married. They were married in how they lived. They were married in how they loved each other. They were married in the laughter that they shared. They were married in their tears and their fun times. They were married when it was time to pay the mortgage and pay the rent and pay the bills. They were married in their love that they had for each other. But this nation that's supposed to be so free and for everyone said that they could not marry in a court. I have known many lesbians who've gone and have died from breast cancer, from lung cancer, from heart attacks. And I've seen how their partners have been treated. I've seen how their partners have been treated at an incredibly difficult time in their lives. That you're left to fend for yourself because you don't have any rights. Her family comes in and takes over everything that you all have worked for and bought and paid for. And you stand there after years and years of looking. I've aged in this community and I've seen a lot of change in this community. I've seen many servicemen and many servicewomen go to fight for our country. I've seen many lesbians and gay men go to fight for our country, but I never heard them say, I'm just fighting for gay people, V. They're going to fight for all of us and for all of the nation. And so when those servicemen and those servicewomen go to fight, they got to fight next to somebody who has all kind of benefits. Who, when they pass, their family will get all sorts of benefits as a result of their hard work and their service and their dedication. This is denied my gay brothers and sisters who serve our country. And we've got to change this. And I'm saying to the Supreme Court tonight, we've got to change this. And we demand equality in this nation that we fight for and that we love and that we care about. All of us in this nation. We are gay, we are lesbian, we are bisexual, we are transgender, we are doing our thing in America. But we are part of the fabric of America. We are your sons and your daughters. We are your sisters and your brothers. We deserve our rights as American citizens. And so to the Supreme Court, I say, we pay your salary. Hello.
Thank you.
I am not going to be treated differently. I am not going to be treated unequal. I deserve the right to marriage. I work for it. Thank you.